Okay, thank you, Kunalji. Welcome everyone. Jai Hind, everyone.
जय हिंद सर।
जय हिंद सर।
So, my
जय हिंद
audio
सर।
is
जय हिंद
clear?
सर।
You are able to
जय
hear?
सर। जय हिंद सर। जय हिंद सर।
Okay. Firstly, heartiest congratulations to each one of you and your proud parents, because
थैंक
what
यू
you
सर।
have achieved is not an easy thing. It has come because of lot of efforts you have put in your school days. Only 15 days were there for your preparation, and you cleared your one of the first competitive exam, because by now you might have faced little bit olympiad this that exam, but this is your first real sense competitive exam, and your mission is National Defense Academy, and that is a good mission. You are actually heading for a correct direction. So I would like to appreciate your parents and you per se, because you have taken a correct call. With my experience, if there is any heaven on earth, it is armed forces, and it is a beautiful world. So each one of you has just clear first step towards National Defense Academy. SPI is a great gateway. Some people don't come to know about it, and they are unfortunate one. You came to know about it, you worked hard, and you cleared written part. Now interview, that is the second stage, and it is also important because you are still not through with your SPI. You are yet to compete with each vacancy. For each vacancy there are 4 to 5 contenders, so you have to prepare. And what kind of preparation will be required? We will guide you. Kunal sir is there, me is there, Shinde sir is there. We will guide you for next 3 to 4 days, little bit tips. Each one of you will be going through small mock interview, because there you will be facing a panel. Similarly, we can create a small panel here, and one kind of realistic exercise of mock will definitely help you. In the past also we have experienced someone who practices mock interview surely gets inherent advantage and psychological little bit comfort before going for actual interview. Some of the tips today, being an introductory lecture, some of the tips are why the interview is there. Firstly, let's clear why the written test was there. Written test was there because, as I said, this is a gateway to NDA. National Defense Academy has got similar stages, which is a bigger movie, we can call it. This is a small trailer. So UPSC is going to conduct National Defense Academy's exam, written exam. So 300 marks maths and 600 marks GAT. Similarly, the SPI has put first step like that only. On a smaller note, your 10th syllabus is there, you're fresh from 10th. Immediately after your board exam, this happens. So considering all these things, this is a small test. A person who clears SPI written safely can be assumed that that particular girl or boy has got great ingredients to clear tomorrow's National Defense Academy's written paper. If that is so, second stage of National Defense Academy will be Services Selection Board interview. So how to check whether you have got that next stage in you or not? Generally, the advertise of armed forces is, do you have it in you? So what kind of that big it? That is some kind of qualities. The first and foremost quality, those 15 qualities, officer like qualities, you will come to know. Some of you may be knowing it, that SSB is primarily based on that only. So at your level, you need not to know also what kind of qualities they are. You just have to feel what is the requirement of this interview. Before landing into SPI platform or GSPI platform, they want to doubly ensure that you have adequate IQ that has been proved by written exam. Now, when you face that panel, they want to see you are physically okay, firstly, because there are some physical requirements also, your height, weight, uh, your appearance. Appearance in the sense, not that you are black, white, no. Your attitude is reflected when you show your face and your body, and they will judge you. Second thing is some of the qualities. So at your level, you must understand that I am being checked for my personality, some qualities. So without even knowing it in detail, you should realize that your confidence is one of the most important thing. Your confidence. So the interview being in English language, is there anyone who is from state board and semi English?
Yes, sir.
Vaishnavi, okay. But you are comfortable
Yes,
in
sir.
English?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't worry. There are hundreds and thousands of Indian Armed Forces officers who come from different boards, local languages. One of them is me only. If I could reach to the level of gold medalist and sword of honor, I studied in Marathi medium. It is never an obstacle. Don't worry. But yes, you have to practice. So just remove that fear. Your board doesn't matter, and your attitude do matter. So your English language will be key. So my first tip is in the introductory lecture, today onwards, try and speak in English with your brother, sister, parents, or anybody. If there is no one around you who can understand English or contribute to your communication, make a phone call to distant relatives or friend circle and speak 10 to 15 minutes English, general English, whatever conversation you can make, so that you generate confidence, your pronunciation and all those things are taken care of. Second, your communication language, that is English, confidence, body language, and now come to the knowledge part. What kind of knowledge is going to be tested in that 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, not more than that. To some extent, interview can finish in 10 minutes also. This interview is a very small interview compared to the services selection board interview. So you should be prepared from different areas. Question, initial questions can be very, very repetitive for everyone. Your brief introduction, your name, you are coming from which place, little bit introduction, which will be common question for many of you. But now general area about which you must study today onwards is, those of you who knows little bit inside, they must have started also. But those of you who don't have any clue that this interview is meant for what and why. So it starts when you are aware about yourself, your leadership starts from that point. So they are very eager to know about you first. I will give you example. When they ask you what is your hobby also communicates what kind of person you are. And the way you answer, your commitment, your involvement in your hobby, generally one can guess what kind of depth you have in your hobby, interest and all. Coming to another question related to you only, why you want to join National Defense Academy, or why you are dreaming, at what point of time in your life you got inspired to prepare for NDA. These kind of questions are primarily to check why you are joining, means are you really serious, or is it that someone recommended you fill up this form, you cleared it because you are high on IQ, you are good in studies, but you are not sure whether tomorrow you are going to really join NDA or not, or there are some other fields playing in your mind. This is one of the most important aspects. They are interested to know about you, because the boys SPI has got 60 vacancies and the girls SPI has got 30 vacancies. They don't want to lose single vacancy. They don't want to waste single vacancy by accommodating a person who is not serious after 2 years, may not give NDA seriously. So this is one of the most important aspect. Keep in your mind that by no means throughout your 10 minutes, 15 minutes interview, you are showcasing and communicating to the panel that you are casual about your dream. I'm sure you are understanding what I am going to really meaning by it. They want to check a candidate who has come for interview is a serious contender for tomorrow's National Defense Academy's seat. You are not there by fluke, you are not there by chance, and you are not going to do time pass of yourself also and the SPI also. This is first and very basic thing they would like to cross check when they see you. I'm uh, clear on this, and you are getting my point. Someone to acknowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just to check whether I'm audible there or not. In between, if someone says yes, okay. This is first and foremost, and this is actually the crux because the interview starts around this and moves around this only. Now, coming to this next step, what data they are going to check, what information they want to know about you and your circle, because what they are looking for, that by clearing your written exam of SPI you have proved that you can handle the National Defense Academy's written exam. This is proved. Now they are interested to know, are you a material who can be comfortable in next 1.5 year to prepare for services selection board interview, because around 300 boys and around 150 girls are available to them now after this written exam result. Already a lot of students are filtered. Now they have got a better choice to select best of you, so they will not be showing any mercy to pick up best of the best. So SSB's orientation they will see, and that doesn't mean that you are prepared already for SSB. It is not that case. It is the little bit glimpses so that you are easily prepared in next 1.5 year, 2 years. So if this is understood, now come to the next stage. You should be knowing about your family first. It started with you. Now if there is any family related question, because this is a preparation for NDA SSB also, this gets extended to higher level in SSB, but here also one odd question will be around your family, who are their professions. Now this will be checking in practice interview also tomorrow onwards. But now suffice to say, what you should know about your family. I'll give you example. There is someone who is from armed forces family, ex-serviceman son. So obviously they will ask one question to check your level of leadership at your family level, aliveness, alertness, interest level. They will ask your father is from which regiment. The way you answer, they will come to know how much you know about your father. That regiment, how old it is, or they will ask where is this regiment now if the father is serving. So it is not like very classified information where is the regiment, or little bit historical relevance. You never know, your father or your relative brother is from a great regiment, a great battalion which has got a very proud history. So such kind of discussions whether happen with you or not, whether you are really enthusiastic to know such kind of things, these are small indications about your commitment to your dream and your relationship with your parents and relatives. For the matter, I think one girl is there whose brother is in Navy. How much interactions he has got with brother? I think Sarthak is father is ex-serviceman, and maybe I'm just giving this example. Now coming to someone who's from civilian background. Suppose a candidate says my father is in particular company. So name of that company, what kind of production is there, who is the head of that company, a little bit if that company is relevant enough, and the panel also, it depends upon panel also. But why they are asking question, how much you are involved in your relations, how much you are really alert in your family. If your brother is studying in, suppose elder brother is doing some kind of degree, some kind of course, little bit, where exactly, what kind of course, one or question will tell them how much you are really involved in your family. Now coming to your school related question, about your school history, a little bit about your teachers. Coming to your favorite subject may not be maths. If it is maths, it impresses them, but don't tell for the sake of it. Even if it is any subject, it doesn't matter. By the mere fact that you clear SPI's entrance exam, your IQ and your preparation level, they don't have any doubt now. So be truthful. That is first mantra of SSB and of SPI interview also. Little bit manipulation is okay, but not much. So be truthful. Your body language also, when you say something lie, body language changes. You don't come to know, but the panelists are senior enough, they will come to know. So about your school, your subjects, one odd question can be how you prepared for your SPI written. Be very honest how you prepared, because you have not just passed like that. You must have made some efforts. So be honest about it. Sir, I made this kind of preparation. If you have joined some classes, tell that. Sir, I was not sure whether I will be able to pass, so I joined such and such class and I cleared it. So preparation related question. Now coming to the choices: Army, Air Force, Navy. We will go in detail tomorrow onwards. But Army, Air Force, Navy, there may be candidates who are very sure I want to join Navy. Someone may say Indian Air Force. Someone may say Indian Army. So you should be now preparing little bit. Everything is available on net. Little bit information about Indian Air Force, Indian Army, Indian Navy. It starts with rank structure. You should know by now. You should prepare rank structure: officer rank, non-officer rank, lieutenant onwards till marshal, and their equivalent in Air Force and Navy. Similarly in the other ranks, but more so of officer rank. Then little bit equipment profile. Not any classified information is going to be asked, but very generic, which is available in open domain, especially in internet. So little bit you must prepare. I think Kunal sir will be guiding you on that. He has already published one book about basic data, about a lot of armed forces related basic data. He has already published. So you can for next 4, 5, 6 days, because I see first in 21st onwards in this group. So you have roughly 1 week and beyond. So 2 to 3 days, 4 days is enough for this preparation. Basic about armed forces, little more about your own choice, if at all it is there. A candidate can easily say, sir, I have not determined or made up my mind about any choice. I will decide in future, but as of now I want to join armed forces. I am okay with any service. This can also be an honest and very acceptable answer. Don't worry. But questions can be generic then. If someone says particular Indian Army, a little bit question, a step ahead will be for Indian Army in that particular case. Now coming to typical questions, if you don't get selected for SPI, what you will do? They want to see your commitment to your dream. And if you start giving some kind of vague answers, so we will see then whether to go for JE, whether to go for NEET. My parents are thinking like this. My father is doctor. He also wants me to be doctor. So I'll see whether I have to NEET. Don't be so generic. Be very particular. Be practical also. Because going to SPI doesn't mean you are going to NDA. And not going to SPI doesn't mean you are not going to NDA. I'm just summing up. NDA is little far. SPI is a best platform to go into NDA, to prepare well. So anybody who is missing SPI, if there is a straight question, what will be your roadmap if you miss SPI? So you should be very clear, because you should not be changing your mind about NDA. You have covered some distance. How can you change your dream destination? You can be a particular candidate may answer, sir, I'm not bothered whether I'm going to SPI or not going to SPI. It will be great if I join SPI because there I will be doing it with more confidence and with better group around. But even if I miss it, this can be a last question or towards the end of your interview. This kind of question can be asked, and this can be asked in SSB also if you miss NDA and all. They want to see your temperament. They want to see your attitude. So you can say, anyway, sir, I'm not going to leave my this NDA's dream. I am going to prepare it. That is primary number one goal, number one aim. And as a backup, I am preparing for JE. I am preparing for CT. What can be like your alternative options? That also can be told. There is no doubt about it. Don't be hesitant about it. Okay. So today I just wanted to give introduction. You start preparing little bit by reading newspaper today if you have not read so far to be alive to the current update. You should prepare by making some notes, by practicing at least speaking English, because English communication you should be comfortable. There are some students who are comfortable. There may be one or two students who are not comfortable. Speak more than next 1 week every day. Secondly, newspaper reading. Why? Because one or current question can be there. What is happening around us? Because till 10th, you are sitting in particular vehicle. You are just from first standard to second standard, second to third, and you are completed your 10th. Very few students are really reading newspaper daily or very alive to the current updates because that is how our education system is. But now you have to change your approach towards education. Now you have to read what is happening around you, because when I said it starts knowledge about you, your family, your school, your college, thereafter your society, your state, your hometown, and then beyond that country and then world. This is how you are going to check in future. So your own town, you have to collect little bit data about your own town, little bit historical relevance, any current happening which is of national importance or state importance. You should be aware about that. Something significant happened in last month or so. Some of the current happenings around us, little bit, not much. You are not expected to tell something like TV panelists are telling. Little bit. So newspaper reading is must today onwards. Uh, Quality newspaper reading, half an hour you can read, or you can go to good news channel, whether it is all India radio news channel or uh, maybe even DD channel, which is giving 20 minutes news, not that masala news, quality news, what is happening in the world and in our country. One odd question can be of that nature also, current affairs. So my recommendation in the final go, reading newspaper, knowing about Army, Air Force, Navy, knowing about NDA, where it is located, when it got established. So go to NDA site and study a little bit about NDA. How many squads are there? What kind of structure is there? What is the training ahead? 3 years in NDA, thereafter specialized training in respective academies. What all academies are there? What is the structure of Army, Air Force, Navy? Little bit whatever is available on internet. And we can also tell you tomorrow onwards if there are any doubts. But there are many things. In a summary, you will get if you just prepare your notes. Now I'll sum up here. Your personality shaping started. They want future officers. This is a leadership role. They want a person who is going to lead troops. Where? Not for any production, for the defense of the country. Whether you are in Air Force, Navy, Army, you're going to lead people into the combat zone where life and death is at stake, not only of yours, but about your people also under your command. They want people who are taking responsibility, who are confident, who are taking decisions. They are not of double mind. They are generally sure about what they are speaking. So it is a journey towards that personality shaping. This leadership is different compared to other fields. Here you are meaning by leadership, you are taking the responsibility of people under your command, and you know that you are into a serious job about life and death. Okay, we'll come to that. There is a question. So, this leadership, you start understanding now that this is not a boss culture where you give command and people are working for you. Here, you are also leading from front, especially when you are junior leaders, at least till command. By the time you reach Colonel, you are leading a battalion. So, this is that role you should know, you should be aware of that what kind of job is this. This is an unique job. It starts very early in life. By the time you're 21, 21 and a half, you are already a class 1 gazetted officer. Responsibility starts before you get matured in real sense in life. Other people, you get matured because you're preparing for it. And you'll be trained in NDA and academies further to take responsibility. But basic ingredients you should have. That is this journey. Okay. So I will end with a slogan which should shape your attitude. They want people who walk on the path of when the going gets tough, the tougher gets going. This slogan you have to follow in letter and spirit. You are developing an attitude of never say die attitude, never giving up attitude, and you become a fighter by nature. A person who fights, he is not bothered about winning and losing, but he fights well, honestly, sincerely, and from the bottom of heart. This is how you have to shape your personality, and you will easily get prepared for SSB level. Don't worry. Okay, now coming to the question. One question was there: which kind of news channel? I say maybe Lok Sabha, maybe Rajya Sabha, maybe DD News channel, and ideally All India Radio News while having your food, or close your eyes, listen to English news 10 minutes, summary of entire day. That is also recommended. But don't go for like flashy news, this, that, इधर बमबारी हो गई वो हो गया. No, that is not the requirement. You should know what are the events happening around your city, state, nation, and world. Highlights. बहुत स्मॉल टू चीज़ें नहीं चाहिए, इधर भैंस मर गई, उधर ये हो गया, छोटा मोटा एक्सीडेंट, वो नहीं. तो इसलिए क्वालिटी न्यूज चैनल आई विल रिकमेंड ऑल इंडिया रेडियो न्यूज़. दैट इज बेस्ट. वो आप एफएम पे या अदर उस पे भी सुन सकते हो. 10 मिनट्स में सारी समरी आ जाती है, एंड इट इज रिपीटेड मेनी अ टाइम्स इन दी डे. You can go to that, or any DD news channel is also good. Okay, any question? Otherwise, we'll hand over to Kunal sir.
Sir, will they ask something from history?
From say again.
History.
History? No, no,
History.
no, no. History in a in a different way. History like your family history. One odd candidate may be asked about your, like if there is something unique. I will give you example. If there is a person, student who is fifth generation, who is applying for armed forces career, they will definitely ask, okay, tell me about your family history, not about other history. Okay, that is over. Your written exam is over on that. Or NDA history, relevant SPI history, not the generic history which is typical like your written paper. Here you are going to SPI history. You are aiming for NDA history, IMA, OTA, Air Force Academy, Indian Naval Academy. This kind of little bit history, and which can be one paragraph only when it got established and all those things. Okay, not much.
Hello,
Anything?
sir.
Yes.
Sir, how to decide between Army, Navy, or Air Force?
Don't worry. Uh, you keep it open. All three services are like best of the best. Maybe future technology and all people get attracted to that. Like Indian Navy will have a lot of warlike scenarios in time. I'll just briefly cover. First war, Indo-Pak War, 1947-48, only army fought. Second war, 1962, China-India war, primarily army fought. 1965 Indo-Pak War, Army and Air Force fought. 1971 Indo-Pak liberation of Bangladesh, Indian Army fought, Air Force fought. Very great joint ship. And Indian Navy, famous in the 1971. That was the first time Navy actually came into the picture. Kargil War, Indian Air Force and Indian Army jointly coordinated. And now you see what is happening. A lot of things are changing. Now what scenario is building up. So it will be all three services and even civilians also, civil organizations. So keep it open. Don't worry. Your gut feeling and academy journey will decide you fit into what. Don't worry. Okay, Kunal
Yes,
sir, you can take over.
yes. Hello, sir. Yes, sir.